Rocket! Yeah! So this is the compare between the new
R58
dual boiler
and the Giotto Evolution.
the heat exchange model.
Heat exchanger, yeah.
Okay.
This one happens to be the plum-in model, but you know, same difference all around,
Mm-hmm.
whether it be the plum-in model or not.
So why don't you jump into some stats and then we'll do some performance comparisons. How's that sound, Grammy?
You got it. I got my stats right here because the memory isn't that good. You know. Okay, so on the, let me make sure.
We're going to start with the R58 maybe?
Yep.
Okay.
Let me make sure which one I got here. The R58 has, the steam boiler is 1.7 liters and the brew boiler is 0.58.
Okay.
They're both copper with brass end plates with a insulation wrap on them.
Okay.
So that's going to be the same all the way around. Obviously, you can steam and brew at the same time with this machine. Stainless steel casing, 2 pressure gauges, one for the bars of pressure at the brew head and one for the pressure inside the boiler.
Okay.
Let's see, dispenses hot water, as you know.
Steam wand, insulated steam wand?
Insulated steam wand, got the big R going on.
E61 brew head.
E61 58mm portafilter, same, whoopsie.
The basket hanging out up there.
Basket stayed behind. Looks like that one.
And now this is a dual boiler. It does have a PID, but
it does
on the side.
Yes, it is. You plug it in. You can plug it in and unplug it, and you can get into the. Right now, it's showing you that we're at 170, 106 Celsius. You can only do the Celsius on this. So if you hold this down, it will go into the. I can change the language. I can have the service boiler, which is the steam boiler, on or off. Or that one was the, here's the service boiler. That one was the reservoir, whether I have it on tank or whether I have it on plum.
Oh, okay. So that's how you changed that in there. Okay.
This is the temperature at the brew, on the brew side, and the pressure of the service boiler.
Okay.
So let's get back in there again and show that. When you go to the very end, you actually, it takes you out of program mode automatically. So I could change this from water to connection.
Okay.
But we got a tank. We're using a tank. That's all we need.
All right. So you can unplug this. It doesn't have to hang out on the side of your machine. So looks-wise, it's kind of nice.
You can take it away. Keeps a nice, clean look.
All right. So that's the dual boiler, metal. Love this cup rail.
It only comes with the flat sides. It doesn't come with the curved sides like the Giotto. Yeah, it comes with the metal cup rack, which is really nice. I like that.
Yeah.
And you can actually get the get back on there. You can get the metal cup rack for the Giotto and the Cellini as well.
Okay.
For about 100.
Yeah, it's a little bit different style, but it is the not plastic version. So now we're here at the Giotto Evoluzione.
Yeah.
Okay.
Heat exchanger, again, copper with brass end plates, 1.8 liter boiler. 98 ounces on the water reservoir.
Okay.
You know, same story. Hot water, 2 pressure gauges, one for the pressure at the brew head, one for the pressure inside the boiler, anti-burn steam arm.
Both of these have rotary pumps.
They both have rotary pumps because they are plumbable.
Yes, and
this
then
one's plumbable, and I'll show you where you switch it. Right here. If you want to take it from tank to direct connect, it's right there. You flip that switch and it engages an electric solenoid, which flips it over.
So this is a heat exchange. So how does that differ from the dual boiler?
Dual boiler, you have a boiler that services the brew head, and you have another boiler separate that services the steam side.
Okay.
The steam boiler is always up to steam temperature, which is much higher than brew temperature.
Got it.
So they're 2 separate boilers. The one advantage to having that is with the PID. If you're a person that likes to swap around a lot of coffees and play with them temperature-wise, you can do it on the fly. The heat exchanger machine, you actually have to lift the lid to get in there and change the pressure on it.
And you're changing the overall boiler pressure, which will affect the
steam side,
heat exchange, but
it's the whole boiler.
You can't go too low on it, basically.
You can't go too low, and you don't want to go too high. And that's the same on the double boiler too. You don't want to go too low or high, but still, you can't do it on the fly.
Yeah.
So I would say that's the one advantage to a double boiler.
Got it. Okay. And the heat exchange, actually, it's like you got a big steam boiler. It's pulling water from the reservoir. It's like got a separate internal tube or something like that?
Yes, it does.
Okay.
Well, there's two different kinds of heat exchangers. There's one that has, you'll have water in there, in that boiler, is 3/4 of the way filled. Mm-hmm. The rest of that is steam inside that extra quarter that's left.
Okay.
That water in there, 285 or so, much too hot for brewing, but it's great for steaming. Mm-hmm. Now there's another feed tube that either goes from the water reservoir to the brew head. It goes in and either makes a U-turn and comes right back out again. Okay. Or it goes right through. It depends on the heat exchanger. Okay.
Just their basic functional design.
And the time that water spends within that hot water and comes out the other side, it should be at about the 204, 203, whatever you have chosen, by the time it gets to the brew head.
Now, so to just be fair, I guess we should also talk about, we have a Cellini Premium Plus here. The big differences on this guy.
Can't plumb it in. It has a vibratory pump and straight sides.
Different gauge
Different
color.
gauges. Yeah, the gauge
colors
on the Evolution are black. The gauge color on the Premium Pluses is white, or that creamy color.
Yeah.
Off-white.
All right, so shall we pause and make some cappuccinos?
I want to pause and reflect.
All right.
Okay.
So you dialed in the espresso equator blend on the K3 Touch for both machines?
Yeah, it happened that both machines were the same.
Thank.
I know. What's with that, right?
God.
I know. Thank goddesses.
Thank goddesses.
Okay, let's get this going. It's my cow cup. Give it about 3 seconds, and there we go.
You can do a squirt on your lawn there, Gail.
Yep. Got your squirt going on. Let me get the milk. Gotta keep it going too.
All right.
You're in rare form today.
I am.
I don't think I got enough foam for latte art. Not that I ever do, but.
Gail! Gorgeous.
It's a garlic.
Okay. It's a kidney bean. So we'll be back and do the R58.
Yep, sounds good.
Woo! Mm-hmm. All right.
I would say the steaming on this is more powerful. Just from my initial...
Yeah. More oomph to it?
Yeah, having just used the other one. I would say so.
Are you close? It seems like it's a little bit faster, too. I guess that would make sense if it's more powerful, huh?
Yep, I'm close. That's it.
Cool.
I would say it's faster. Sure.
All right, second time's the charm, right, Gail?
Yeah, right. And 20th time is a charm. Not really. Similar to the last one with a lot less depth.
Yeah, it's still, you know, it's kind of like you're illustrating the Milky Way, Gail.
Ooh, baby,
like it looks very cosmic.
Baby in the womb.
Yeah, or a little kidney bean, or if you go that way. Kind of a mushroom.
Paisley.
Right there. Paisley. Yes, cool. All right. So, based on your impressions of both of these machines, I mean, they're both great. Why would you choose one over the other?
I think the reason that I would choose the double boiler over the heat exchanger is if I was messing with a lot of different coffees and I wanted to change the temperature on the fly.
Okay.
That'd be my main reason. The difference in foaming or steaming the milk, the speed, what are we talking? 4 or 5 seconds?
Yeah.
It's not going to make your day, you know?
Okay. All right. So it's really just if you want to have that temp control.
For me, it is.
Otherwise, they perform fairly similar.
Yes.
Cool.
Yep.
Thank you very much, Gail.
You're welcome.